maybe 6 or 7 episodes ago, James came up with this idea for a script for us to film like a movie or some kind of a pilot.
I'm working on some projects.
Yeah. And you came to me with this thing, and I'll say it was good. I wasn't like blown away by it. I have a couple of notes that I'm sure you were aware of.
I took Patty's notes because he said it was like, you made me like an embarrassing character. It felt like a personal attack. I felt like, it was I didn't explore things enough. Things were just said that made no sense. And I saw all the criticism and I understood it. So I went back to the drawing board, snapped back to reality. And that's what I said to myself. And I was like, I only have one shot to make Patty read my script.
Well, I'm glad you went back to the drawing board because it did make me feel slightly embarrassed.
Right.
Well,
you were much heavier at that time.
I was much
easier to mock.
That's
and so
true.
now that you're thinner, I don't see you as much of a target.
True.
When you came up to my weight, it was like a planet going into a planet. Now you're like the moon rotating around me.
Right.
So
which
I don't
is somehow
mock the moon.
less embarrassing.
My metaphors don't stick. I just say them. But so I took it. The last one was about like detectives in the 40s. They're trying to solve crimes, and that's like a whole like cop drama. And I was like, maybe the problem isn't with the writing. The writing was perfect. Everything about it was great. I think I really have a knack and a skill for like developing characters.
You do.
But maybe
I was gonna say
what?
There were some issues with the writing.
No, it's
like
subjective.
It was good writing, but I think you just could have made me a little bit more. There were some flaws with my character.
Right.
And I'm assuming
he was
a pedophile. He was also like a scaredy cat.
Yeah, he was like a coward.
He was like really, really dumb.
Yeah, he was, and I understood that like people couldn't relate. But so I'm like, let me go and fix the setting. Let me change where, what, who, because the writing is perfect, but the characters are perfect. Let me take these characters, and I went back. I just took the script. I trashed it. I think it's sitting right over here.
It is over there.
I'm like, let me just start fresh because like I'm the painter. But maybe I'll just do a fresh canvas and
and use some new colors.
Some new
colors.
Yeah. And so, like, we have new lights. It's a new show. We're thinner. We're lighter. We're more agile. So, I would like us to read my new script, and I would like to get some notes on it just to see what you think of what I'm working with now, and see if you think. Because last one you were like, oh, maybe we'll try something different. So now this is something different. So if you like this, then I'll keep going into this.
Okay. Well, you said a Western, so you mind if I play a little Western music for you?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Turn that down a little bit here. Maybe up a little.
Yeah, up a little bit.
I'll tell you what, we'll leave it here, and then if I need to fix it in post. Well, James.
So this is my script. It's called The Gay Cowboy and His Noble Friends.
Okay, so.
Written by
James Donlin.
There we go. Last time I made you read the stage directions. I think I'll read them this time.
Okay.
So if you want to scroll down, not up, down.
Address and phone number.
That's just on there. I don't put it. I don't put anything. Why do we need to know that? So interior, saloon, daytime. The Gay Cowboy. I will play the part of the Gay Cowboy.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a good change.
The Gay Cowboy is sleeping in the corner at a table. His large feet are up on the tabletop, and his hat is tilted over his eyes. He's big and strong and doesn't even look gay, which is very cool.
Okay.
Now you'll be playing the part of Long John Silver.
Okay.
Long John Silver, the nastiest outlaw in the West, enters the saloon.
Well, if it isn't the sheriff taking a little afternoon nap.
The Gay Cowboy replies, but doesn't move his hat or even look up. I thought I told you to never come back to this town, Long John. And they don't call me the sheriff around here. They call me the Gay Cowboy.
And why would they call you that then? On account of you being happy or on account of you laying with other men?
Little column A, little column B. Long John unholsters his pistol. I Googled it. I couldn't figure out how to spell column.
There's an N.
I'm sorry. I really Googled it, and I was like, column.
You wrote
column.
column.
Like the name.
Marula.
I really Googled it, and I was like, I don't know. There was pictures of Greek columns, and I was like, I guess that's it. I don't think Patty will care.
Yeah.
Long John unholsters his pistol and points it at TGC. That's the gay cowboy.
The gay cowboy.
You gonna duel me now, gay cowboy? I won't ask you again.
Dude, you're doing great. You sound like a Red Dead Redemption
I'm trying to do Arthur Morgan.
No, yeah, you're doing perfect. Ain't no need for all this shooting and whatnot. Why don't you grab a drink and relax a little? Long John shoots the bartender, who drops to the ground. Dead. Glass shatters and falls to the ground, and liqueur pours out over the bar and onto the floor.
Now I'm serious, gay cowboy. I came to this town to kill you on account of you being different from me. Your sexuality scares and confuses me. Therefore, I have to destroy you so I never have to confront the true challenge of internal change and accepting that which I do not understand.
The gay cowboy stands up. Dust falls from his jacket, and he fixes his hat. He draws his pistol, ready for a duel. Now, Bill there was my favorite bartender. He knows I'm gay, but served me anyway. You done shat yourself an ally. The gay cowboy and Long John take their places at either side of the saloon. Long John is nervous and twitchy. The gay cowboy is calm and gay.
I ain't scared of you. The only thing I'm scared of is Apaches and bees.
You ought to fear me, Long John. We fire when I say draw. 1, 2, 3, come! The gay cowboy shoots a lone finger gun at Long John. Long John pulls his gun out fast and fires, but the bullets all miss the gay cowboy, perfectly outlining his shape on the wall. The gay cowboy smiles. As Long John looks down at his pants, he's busted all over his britches, and his knees go weak. TGC made Long John bust from 10 feet away with just a wink. TGC whistles. A horde of 15 Apache hunters ride into the saloon and rope up Long John. They tie his arms and his legs and his head and all start riding as fast as they can in different directions until he splits into 4 even parts. Then bees feast on his body until he's just a pile of bones and honey. The gay cowboy smiles, mounts his horse as he rides out of town. You can see his perfect asshole through a giant tear in the back of his jeans. Then.
Wow. Okay.
First of all, incredible voice work from Patty DeFino. I didn't realize you had that in you.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Apparently,
that was just like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption.
Long John. Now, I do have.
Tell me what you think.
Okay, this one I will say is better than the last one. I think this is leading into something. Although you did just kill my character in an embarrassing way after you made him bust by looking at him, and also I don't think your character is the gay. I think my guy is still the gay guy.
Why are you the gay guy?
I think you did a little misdirect.
What do you mean?
There.
I'm called the gay cowboy.
Right, but I think you did that so I would think that you're being the gay guy now, but really my guy is the gay guy because my guy is like trying to confront his own feelings,
right?
Doesn't understand, but your guy doesn't do anything gay.
He makes a guy come from 10 feet away.
Yeah, but that's more. The onus is on my
onus.
guy.
I should put that in the script.
Yeah,
onus is a very Western
Onus
word.
Wagner.
Yeah, Onus John Silver. Long Onus John
Yeah.
Silver. Onus.
So, you know what I'm saying, right? It's
Not
like,
really. I guess I don't see what you're talking about at all.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like this a lot. I notice you have this repeating thing where my character dies horrifically at the end of every script.
Well, you're the bad guy. You're the enemy.
Okay, I guess
the script is called "The Gay Cowboy and His Noble Friends."
Right. Okay, so I'm not a noble friend.
Well, you're the nastiest outlaw in the West, and you come
Okay.
in to shoot the sheriff of this nice town.
So let me just ask you this:
Sure.
If this were to be a TV show, would you want me to be in it?
No.